All right, hey, how's it, everybody? It is right around 5 p.m. West Coast time. I'm gonna call it 3 p.m. Hawaii time, 8 p.m. on that there East Coast, and 7 p.m. for our Central Time folk. I am Mad Statter. This is Chatter with Statter, and this is gonna be a really short stream today. Pretty much. All right, good to know. Background music kind of loud. Alrighty, so all right, we've got Terry coming in with a raid. We've got Darlene here. We've got Kenny from the Cove saying hello to Statterbox family. Aho. Cola T's here. Baby Bo probably came in with that there raid with Terry. And let's see here. I think I said hi to Shock, but if I didn't, hello, Shock. Thanks for letting us know what we are and where we are and who we is. Darlene also in the house. And, of course, Terry coming in with Katie's Aura. And Picola T, I think I already said hi to her, but I'm going up and down and back and forth because what kind of day it is today, isn't it? And Terry's here along with Baby Bo. All right, so like I said, probably going to be a super short show today. Why is it that you ask? Because I have nothing. Oh no, it's not that I didn't have anything. In fact, I had a bunch of stuff. My hard drive died. All of everything is gone. All my streams, all my stuff, you want to see the Black Cat intro? Here, let's the Black Cat intro. It's all gone. All gone. All pow. So, I'm just sitting here freaking out, and I just wanted to come on to let everyone know that it's probably going to not happen today. And my next question was, find your nerd friend and see if it can be recovered. Rip hard drive. Exactly. This week has been so effed up. This is just a punch in the gut and a kick in the teeth. And all I want to do right now is cry, which is pretty much what I'm doing. So, I don't know. I'm sort of looking for some help. Can we recover hard drives? How expensive is this? What are the options? So, Kenny from the Cove, yeah, I can carry a conversation for a little bit. Yeah, when I'm in the mood, but the mood is hard to find right now. So, to start the conversation, yes, it is. It is an external hard drive. It's the one with that symbol. I don't know what that means. It's 2 terabytes, and it has a lot of info on it. So I'm assuming I can take it somewhere, but I don't know how long that's going to take or what the deal is. So, yeah, punch in the gut, dropped with an elbow is kind of how that went. So, just curious if anybody knows anything about restoring hard drives, external hard drives. In your place, I'd be cracking the case, and in my case, I'd be cracking the case and plugging it in bare. I don't know what that means. And right, the National Security Agency can recover that for me, no problem. Well, you know, honestly, it's nothing but every single Lono song we have. It's nothing but every single live stream that I've ever recorded. It's, you know, nothing that isn't already out on the internet. Let's see here. I have Disk Drill, which is for recovering data that's been lost. I don't know what Disk Drill is. Is that a piece of hardware? Is that a piece of software? Is it a machine that I put it in? Is it right, exactly, Darlene. I wish you could help me too, but I'm not tech savvy at all. Yeah, I am right there. I am right there with you. Like, as soon as I realized what was happening, as soon as I realized what was happening, I started crying for the most part. And so let's see here. Shock, I shall rephrase. I would be taking the cover off and using my adapters to plug it in and run Disk Drill software on it. right. Using my adapters. I don't... Well, Shock, I will be eating a salad of 7-Up with Dr. Pepper for a main meal. I don't even know what you're talking about. If you want to mail it to me, I'll try. Yes, I might end up doing that. I'm probably going to, right, exactly, Terry in Scotland. Go down to Walmart, buy a drill, and pour all the data onto my computer. And, Pacola T, is there another hungry rat around who was moved from the dishwasher hoses to hard, who was moved from dishwasher hoses to hard drive? No, in fact, actually, I did have to wonder, a few days ago, I was starting to, like, hear a little, I could hear it moving, I could hear a noise coming from my normally silent external hard drive, and so I did wonder about that, and so, but no, there's definitely not a rat issue, and, no moving parts in that thing. Well, I heard squeaks. What can I say? I heard squeaks. And, Rick, can I plug it into another PC to test if it's not my PC? Well, I don't think it's my PC because I have two of these. I have my E drive and I have my F drive. My E drive is the one that's not working. My F drive, that's the one with all of the movies. The F drive is still working. I've plugged it into virtually all of the UBS slots. That didn't help. And then the computer, very specifically after a really long time, says that Windows does not recognize the USB device that I've plugged in. So I don't think it's my computer. I really do think it's I do think it's the thing. And Darlene, I'm not sure if this is even doable, but can the hard drive be taken in somewhere and downloaded to a different drive? The info saved. Darlene, I don't know, but that's what my hopes for. Even though, like, anybody who knows anything about anything probably would be, like, pointing and laughing at both of us, just like, oh, silly, that's not how it works. And it's like, well, okay, that's fine, that's not how it works, but I was hoping it would work that way. And, yeah, Terry, I may be screwed, alas, and damn it. Yes, exactly. Let's see here. All the past streams are already posted. This could be a positive, Mad Satter 2.0. You know, Felicia, I really enjoy that perspective, and I think I will try to hold on to that. I hadn't really thought about that. It's not so much the streams themselves, actually. Hey, Andre, good to see you. Sort of. I mean, no offense. It has nothing to do with you. It's a really crummy stream right now. My hard drive broke, so I'm just... nothing is good right now. But good to see you, actually. I'm sorry. Anyway, but... well, I already know this answer, but any backup? Well, okay, so... Yeah, no. I mean... I thought my external drives were good enough. No. And what I mean by all my streams are on this thing is it's not so much the streams, because the streams themselves are not. The streams obviously are on YouTube. But what I mean is all of the everything that I used to create the streams, you know, all of the pictures, all of the maps, all of the data that I use, including all of the Lono videos that I have. I mean, those I can most of them I can re-grab off of the internet. Not all of them though. So like, yeah, like the Rudolph one, I'd have to re-grab off of one of my streams now that I think about it. But Nikki that I had just gotten from Andy Boomatai, I know that's not a Lono tune, but yeah, Nikki has gone, the goat, it's all gone. And so, let's see here. And I kind of thought it was a machine failure of some sort. Sorry. Yeah, it is a machine failure. And Terry in Scotland, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies because I'm gonna need 1,000 biddies to help pay for recovering my recovery stuff. Anyway, I honestly had, I don't even remember what it was that I had, but like I had something that I was kind of proud of. I thought it was a good, like, I don't know. I don't even remember what it was about anymore, so we're not watching that. And yeah, like, for instance, actually, here's a perfect example. The Hawaii View that Darlene just mentioned that I like. I think I lost that. My little tech crabs that were brand new, I lost that, although I will probably be able to grab that again. So yeah, so thank you, Andre, for the 1,000 biddies. And it looks like we've got a serious hype train situation, mostly because of all the biddies and the gift subs. So super awesome. Thank you so much. Although I don't know what you'll be subbing to in the next week or so. I'll just be in my room crying. But cool, Shock. You'll grab. I can grab the crabs again. That is awesome because yeah, Shock was the one who did the little crabby thing for us, which was awesome. And so yeah, alrighty. So in the name of what the heck's going on with you these days, oh, Andre, thank you again for the 1,000. I am curious, because there's basically not a whole lot else to talk about today. What the heck's going on with you these days? And you know what? If it's something bad, I don't care. You can talk about it here because I'm feeling like I want to be angry and stuff. Okay? Okay. Yeah, I know. Not my usual bright and chipper, cheery self, but this I can't even explain to you this week. Actually, you know what? I can't even explain to you this month and a half. Actually, that's this month and a half has just been one thing after another. Lady Misty, hey, good to see you. I am sitting here kvetching about my hard drive that pretty much contains all of Chatter with Statter and all of its content that matters has died, and it died a quiet death in the night, I guess. So yeah, we're gonna have to figure that out. And yeah, exactly, Darlene. It will probably take time to rebuild again, but it can be done. We will rebuild. And let's see here. Beatty Bo. Molly, he says, Terry learned something today about why I call you that name on my other video when he was surprised when he heard the reason. Aha. For those of you who don't know what the Flying Fork Beatty Bo is talking about, apparently he refers to me as Sandra or Sandra. I don't actually know which particular pronunciation. When I do movies. I have no idea why. He has his reasons. And I have no problem with the reasons. Because even though I don't know what they are, because I have some really weird names that I think of people, even though like that's not their name. And the reason why I have these strange connection thoughts is just so random. It's just the way my brain works. Like actually, for instance, this is really nothing to do with calling people names. Every time I do my laundry and I'm washing my undergarments, every time, literally every single time I am doing laundry and I wash my undergarments, I think of a scene from That 70s Show where a character named by Kelso, played by Ashton Kutcher, and his girlfriend on the show, Jackie, played by Mila Kunis. In real life, they are married now. In that episode many years ago, Kelso had an opportunity to be an underwear model, and Jackie did not want him to be an underwear model. And so she made him promise not to be an underwear model, to which he responded, I won't model any undlewear. He said undlewear. And she said to him, did you say undlewear? I mean it, Michael Kelso. No modeling in your underwear. So he finally conceded or whatever. But anyway, my point is, every time I wash my underwear, I think of that scene, and I call my underwear underwear. Underwear. It's just what I call my underwear. Only when I'm doing laundry. Why? Because I don't know why. I don't know why. But that's just how brains work. And so Baby Bo has got this name associated with me for some reason. And I'm sure it totally makes sense to him. And I love that. So, so Andre, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies and the 400 biddies. And let's see here. So we've got nicknames in the Stattermind universe. You wonder what yours is. No, I don't have a nickname for you, Kenny. You're Kenny from the Cove. I'm just saying that it's funny how in your mind, or in my mind, little associations take you down this random path where you end up in this completely different zone than you originally intended. And so, you know, if the reason why Baby Bo has that name associated with me, for all, I don't know why, but it doesn't matter. I hope it's a random, funny chain of events. Like, well, my next door neighbor when I was 5 used to jump rope, but then this one time, you know, just whatever. Anyway, so Baby Bo, Terry said the reason above, I missed it unless it had something to do with Sandra's underwear. And Andre, you always come up with names for people at the coffee shop before I know their real names. And let's see here. Darlene, you can only imagine or Rick's. No, you're Rick and Darlene, dude. You guys are all, yeah. In fact, no, I don't have any random nicknames for, well, I mean, other people on the stream might have nicknames for you guys. I certainly don't, but I do know that when I was a freshman in college, there was a couple people on campus who were I just saw them everywhere, and they had a very distinct look. And one of them was a dude who always wore a leather jacket, and he always wore sunglasses, and he had long, dark, almost black hair. And we didn't know his name, but everybody that I lived with totally knew who he was. So we just referred to him as, his name to us was, 'Cause I'm a rock star. So whenever we referred to him, he'd be like, oh, hey, I saw 'Cause I'm a rock star at the cafeteria today. And 'Cause I'm a rock star, he hung out with a chick who also wore a leather jacket and had big rocker hair all teased out. And we referred to her as, I haven't seen hair like that since 1987. So, and yeah, that's right. That was the name. I haven't seen hair like that since 1987. So if we saw 'Cause I'm a rock star and I haven't seen hair like that since 1987 together, we would say, I saw 'Cause I'm a rock star, and he was with, I haven't seen hair like that since 1987. Once again, nicknames come in their own fashion. They aren't always pleasant. They sometimes sound a little derogatory. As it turns out, 'Cause I'm a rock star, actually, I eventually ended up meeting him. His name's Jamie. And he was a weirdo. Totally into birds. Crazy into birds. And he did eventually stop acting like he was a rock star. I don't know whatever happened to, 'Cause I haven't seen hair like that since 87. I never did meet her. And you always had to do the head bobble when you say it, 'cause I'm a rock star. Oh yeah, no, if not the head bobble, it was just like, you have to at least do the shoulder, like, 'cause I'm a rock star. 'Cause yeah, that was the vibe he gave, like nobody's business. It was kind of funny. And let's see here, Baby Bo. Here's the reason Baby Bo says it's for security purposes, so you don't get busted by Twitch again. Oh, I say the name because so Twitch doesn't find out. Oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. That is actually, okay, that's not the randomness of brain power. That is the awesomeness of thinking ahead, dude. You have a strategery. You have strategery for the name calling. And so, they don't find out the alternate, right? Even Katie agreed your idea is so smart. And Terry's going to start calling you that when he raids out so they can't catch me. Oh, I love that. No, that's actually brilliant. Okay, that's That's brilliant, y'all. That's brilliant. I will always be not that one. The name we shall not say. And let's see here. Yeah, exactly, says Kenny. You know, yeah, that chick really does show some good movies. Too bad I don't drop in to watch them. And let's see here. Andre, I remember a guy that worked at Hot Topic in Berkeley. Me and my girlfriend at the time called him Goth Boy because he wore the same real expensive goth jacket which he told us about when he bought it in LA and how much he paid for it. Hey, Cora the Capricorn, good to see you. I'm warning everybody here, this might be a real short stream because the stream is broken. And when I mean the stream is broken, I mean the stream and all of its wonderful information, all of the Lono songs, all of the maps. Notice I keep talking about maps. All of the food pictures, all of the everything that we ever use here, the Black Cat intro, all of it. It's on a broken hard drive. We broke this stream. This stream is broken. And by we, I guess I actually mean me. But yeah. The stream is broken, and there you go. And Molly has many AKA names. I am like a superhero. Actually, to tell you the truth, I have a lot of AKA names. First off, most of y'all don't even know my real name, which is the way I prefer it. Although my real name, I guess, really is Molly, because that is what I go by, but it's not my paperwork name. And then, of course, there's Mad Statter. And then, of course, there's Map Statter. And there's been others. There's definitely been others. So, yeah, I definitely do have a lot of monikers. I wish I could remember what the other ones were. I would tell them to you, but I don't remember. And Bainy Boat. Yes, Molly is what I go by. But, you know. And can I tap dance by chance? No. And yes, I'm Maps too. Exactly. And when you ran the Black Cat intro tonight, I didn't see the cat part, but I did see the black part. Precisely. Yes, that is exact. Oh, yes, Kenny from the Cove, Bad Kitty. How did you know that? Yes, Bad Kitty. I used to be Bad Kitty or Bad Kitty X. That actually, that is one of them. Before I was Mad Statter, I was Bad Kitty. And for sure, that's how people knew me on the internet, was Bad Kitty. And in fact, there's still some rock bands out there that refer to me as Bad Kitty because that's all they knew me as. Oh, and another one that I've been known as is Seaweed Molly. Seaweed Molly. That was because... well, I guess the statute of limitations is probably out on that. That was how... So, back in the day when I used to sell greenery to rock bands that came through town, through Seattle, in most of their cell phones, I was always known as C, as in Seattle, Weed, as in Seattle Weed, Molly, but so Seaweed Molly. And Seaweed Molly I have no problem with. I like Seaweed Molly. And let's see here. Mama Sean, good to see you. Andre's just like, you don't have to spell it out, Molly. I think we get it. Yeah, you don't. We can guess why you were called Seaweed Molly. Well, you know what? Some people are slower than others, and other people need things spelled out. Usually those people are me. And Picola Tea, but really the stream is Molly and the crew and the mods. The vids, maps are just like extra frosting. We are the cake. We are what matters. Well, that is actually why, and thank you, that is very sweet. That is why I decided to just go on rather than just typing in a fit of wailing depression. There's gonna be no stream tonight because everything sucks and my computer's broken and I just don't want to do it because I'm crying right now. Because that was a distinct possibility. Actually, that was a very distinct possibility. And Babybo Mama Sean is a woman who lives in Arizona. And I'll tell you what, you guys, actually, all right, you know what? Mama Sean is here And this is the one, there's a few things that have survived the apocalypse of Hard Drive E. Hard Drive E is now dead, but some things survived, and this is one of them. So, Mama Sean, please don't make that face again. So, Mama Sean, we're gonna do it. All right, let's stick the let's talk about this. Yes, the postcard is the one thing. The postcard address is the one thing that survived. So, for those of you who might not know this already, I think most of y'all who are here do. Yes. Oh, wait, that's the person Terry sent postcards to. Exactly, Beanie Bo. So, Mama Sean, her family has teachers in it. And one of the teachers that is associated with Ms. Hernandez's classroom, Global Academy of Phoenix, 6615 North 39th Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona, 85019, USA. And that particular classroom, which actually I really should have put USA on that. That particular classroom, they are hoping that you can. Whoops, hold on. Hold on. They are hoping that you can give them a postcard. Mail them a postcard. And they're hoping for postcards from around the world. So people like Terry in Scotland, sorry, you're a little bit more important than, say, people like me from Seattle. But that doesn't matter because I still sent a postcard from Seattle. In fact, I actually also sent 2 postcards, one from Mexico and one from Peru. Granted, I didn't send them from Peru or Mexico, but they were Peruvian. One was a Peruvian postcard, one was a Mexican postcard. And Andre here, you got a 10-pack of Oakland postcards, but you forgot about them. So consider this a whipping with a wet noodle. Get yourself the one of those Oakland postcards and send it to Ms. Hernandez's classroom, Global Academy of Phoenix, 6615 North 39th Avenue, Phoenix, Arizona, 85019, USA. And there you go. Terry, you got a 10-pack of Scottish postcards. Been waiting for my neighbor Jesse to come home and post one for me. Y'all, where are you getting 10 packs? I have literally never heard of a 10-pack of postcards, yet Andre and Terry are just like, oh, I got my pack of 10 right here. What do you mean your pack of 10? What? What do you mean? And oh, excellent, Mama Sean. I did ask for a new photo of the board, but they still had 10 new ones to put up. So I'll get us an updated photo as soon as you can. Perfect. I am very much looking forward to seeing the board expanded because, alas, one of the pictures that got lost was the board in its infancy. That being said, the original board picture that Mama Sean sent, I can retrieve because that is in my Gmail account. But okay. Amazon, Andre says, is who else would have an Oakland postcard? Amazon. And Terry's like, they sell them on Amazon. Of course they sell them on Amazon. Of course they do. And Darlene's like, I haven't come across a 10-pack here or in Hawaii when we were there. Yeah, I know. Exactly, Darlene. I mean, shoot. I remember back in the day, you could find a postcard at just about any drugstore, and it's really hard to find postcards these days. I happen to have one place in my regular circle of errands that I know sells postcards, which is where I got my postcard. And yeah, E-Music, I totally, in theory, can post the address again. I just need to find it, so hold on. That's why I'm all looking over here, confused. There we go. All right, there we go. That is the postcard address. E-Music, yes, finally. Could I put it up again? Yes. And cool, Shock also in the chat put up the address. Wow, those words were hard. And let's see here. Yeah, Shock, I've had, it's way harder to find postcards now than it used to be. And Andre, bookshops have postcards more than drugstores these days. Yeah, if you can find a bookstore. And Picola T, some old-timey shops still sell packs of postcards, challenges finding a post office or mailbox in some locations. Yeah, quite possibly, I suppose. As it turns out, the place that I get my postcards is, it's a place called Mailboxes West, and you can rent a post office box from them or a post mailbox from them, and you can, UPS, FedEx, mail stuff out of them. And so they have postcards there. And, let's see here. Kenny, Amazon has just about everything. I even got my CIA credentials and my personality from Amazon. There you go. There you go. And let's see here. And yes, and Andre, we have nice bookstores in downtown Burien. We actually have multiple bookstores in Burien, which is nice, but it's also, from my experience, not normal. Most places don't have a lot of bookstores anymore. And Terry in Scotland, just ask Jeff for anything you can't find. That little slick-headed Martian sells everything. Terry, first off, I do not like to give Jeff my money, but I will also tell you this. He is a slick-headed Martian, isn't he? Isn't he a slick-headed Martian? For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon, if you look at him, he kind of looks a little bit like a Martian, okay? He just does. But alas, Terry in Scotland, you should maybe be interested in this. Not really, but anyway, you inspired me. I ended up with a gift certificate to Amazon Prime that I never cashed in because I don't do Amazon. And because I didn't cash it in, Amazon was finally like, fine then, if you don't want our Prime, why don't you just at least take this money and buy something from us? So the Prime subscription gift turned into a Amazon gift certificate. And I was like, all right, I will maybe buy something for free on Amazon. And so I ended up getting an instant hot water dispenser, 3-liter instant hot water dispenser. And I did that because Terry got one and he was so tickled with it. And he spent a lot of time convincing me that I needed one. And I wasn't buying it at all. But eventually, when it got to the point where it was like, wait, I could get something for free? Okay, that is worth that is worth it. That is definitely worth it. So I ended up buying the 3-liter instant hot water dispenser plus some silicone, fancy silicone pastry brushes, and it cost me 28 cents. So I was pretty stoked on that. But beyond my 28 cents, I didn't and don't spend money at Amazon. I haven't for years. It's a matter of principle for me. Hey there, DJ Smoot. Good to see you. I don't shame anybody who does use Amazon, because the reality is Amazon doesn't make their money off of the products that they sell. Amazon makes their money by renting out and leasing out their computer cloud space. They make their money in a completely different way. On the backside, they make their money on the tech. They don't make money on, they break even on what they sell to people. So by me not shopping at one of those oligarchs, things, doesn't really do any good. I know that. I'm tilting at windmills. It's completely pointless, but it makes me feel better. Okay? It makes me feel better. And when I hear and read other people are just like, I don't use Amazon either, says eMusic, it honestly brings a smile to my little shriveled heart. It makes me so happy. And I do hope that fewer and fewer and fewer people start using Amazon. I understand that when you live in Hawaii, you've got no choice. I get it. And there's other parts of the country probably where you literally have no choice. But if you have a choice, I really, really encourage you to look into alternative choices. And let's see here, Mariana, good to see you. DJ Smoke, did I say hello? I don't know, but yes, now I'm saying hello. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, we've got nothing today. We've got nothing but my face. Okay, this is what we've got today. We've got my face. We've got this, which we already saw if you were at the beginning. We have, let's see here. We have the postcard address for sending postcards. What else do we have? And we have one more thing. And then we have that. That's what we have. Everything else is lost. Everything else is lost because my hard drive went tits up. My hard drive, it died. And they make their money from selling user data. Oh, Babybo, I'm sure that they make some money off of selling their user data, but their iCloud stuff, you know, governments rent space. Governments use their tech. It's their technological infrastructure that they make their money off of. I mean, ultimately, they make their money off of a lot of different ways. But the profit margin, that comes from renting out their tech infrastructure. And so yeah, exactly. Amazon Web Services is gargantuan. Thank you, Shock. I couldn't remember what it was called. But the Amazon Web Services is honestly, it's how, as much as I like to be like, oh, I don't use Amazon. Oh, the flying fork, I don't. Amazon, the world runs on Amazon Web Services, quite literally. Quite literally. So I am, unbeknownst to me, using Amazon Web Services, but knowingly, I try to not do it as much as possible, and that's exactly it. I think it was Picola T. Just be a local, shop local, eat local, if can. Precisely, and that's how I look at it. And you know, Shock was saying that Amazon definitely likes to put some, you know, the thumb screws on vendors, and they have the power to do that. Amazon, back when it first got, when Amazon first was envisioned, it was meant to be a bookstore and a bookstore only, an online bookstore. And at that point, when they took over the book market, authors and publishers started to freak the flying fork out because they were making a notable impact on the income revenue of the artists and authors that used to make money off of books. And Amazon, their way of doing things, kind of sucked the money right out of it. And they've continued to do that with industry to industry upon industry. And let's see here. Some of us at a certain age, all right, we've so many talking. Let's see here. That last one you've never seen, Rick? Yeah, it actually used to look different because it was multiple. I throw that down every once in a while, but no, it's a rare one. And let's see here, Terry in Scotland. We have you, Molly. That's all we need. Even if I go tits up. Yeah, well, there you go. And Babybo. All right. So I thought that, I mean, Terry's the one who inspired me to get the hot water dispenser, but Babybo was the one that inspired Terry. So the root of this hot water madness is Babybo right there, which is awesome. And it trailed us. I think I didn't say hi to you. And so now I'm saying hi to you. And yeah, at least I'm not streaming in Morse code. True. And let's see here. Shock. People leave their EC2 instances nailed up and not doing any work. It costs so much. I spent a year of my career getting people to turn off their unused junk there. Twitch is an Amazon Web Service. Indeed, Twitch is an Amazon Web Service, which is absolutely part of the irony and hypocrisy that I am spewing in regards to, oh, I don't use Amazon. Oh, the flying fork, I don't. I'm using Amazon right now. However, Amazon pays me. That's the difference. Actually, that's not really true. You all are the ones that are giving me the money, not Amazon. Well, okay, Amazon's gave me 12 cents last year, I think. But either way, I'm not giving them my money. That's the whole point. And let's see here. For some reason, this down seems much more dead than tits up. Tits down seems so much more dead than tits up. Good point, actually. And some of us of a certain age longer can go tits up because of gravity. Very, very, very true, Picola T. And Darlene, true. Darlene is bringing in the very, very truth here. Y'all are trying to cheer me up and doing a good job of it, because I was crying at the beginning. Like, for real, I was. And honestly, if I, like, talk about it too much, I'll probably still cry. Because a lot of stuff that I really cherish, is on here. And so I do hope that I will be able to get it fixed. I'm going to talk to my local tech guy that I work with at work. And then, if that doesn't end up working, I'm probably going to just send it off to our magical, mystery, technological wonder person named Shock. And I will let her do her witchcraft voodoo magic. Because ultimately, sometimes that's what electronics is witchcraft voodoo magic. And then maybe one day we'll get our stuff back. And let's see here. You uploaded all the Lono back to our file share. Cannot help you with pictures. I don't know what you mean by all the Lono. If you mean all the Lono videos, that's cool. Oddly enough, I don't even want to say this because I'm afraid. But my music actually wasn't on this one. All the albums. Cool, Chuck. Actually, I have my music is actually on my computer, not on this. That's not true. Yeah, some of hate. You know what? The Eevee stuff was all on this. Yeah, so yeah, I might have to grab some of that stuff. And Mitchie Mama, yes, I have, 3 hard drives. I have my computer hard drive. You don't have any Eevee, right? So yeah, all right. Well, I'll still go through and see what you've got to make sure I've still got it too. But yeah, Mitchie Mama, I've got 3 hard drives. I've got my hard drive in my computer. I've got hard drive E external, and I've got hard drive F external. Hard drive E has gone kaput. It's all PAL, and hard drive E is pretty much where this Chatter with Statter show, all of the info, all of the everything pretty much comes from this little thing right here. And when we don't have this little thing right here, what we're left with is my face, and then we're left with starting soon. We're left with the intro, we're left with my face, we're left with this random thing. Okay, I guess we're not left with that random thing. We're left with the postcard address. And yeah, there you go. And yes, it does look like it has a dent in it. It does, doesn't it? It doesn't it's had that for a long time though. So, but you're right, it does look like there's a dent. There's the dent right there. But it's been like that for a long time. I don't think that that's what the problem is, but I could be wrong. I really liked it. Rick coming in with what matters. Is the Lono spreadsheet safe? Yes, Rick, that is on Google Drive. That is on Google Drive. The Lono spreadsheet, the Andy Bumatai Manini Movies spreadsheet, all of the spreadsheets are safe because they're on Google Drive. So, yes, they are on Google Drive. And, no, and then, wait, we've got another thing. Okay, so we've got this one. We've got that. And then the one thing, honestly, I don't know where I have this on my computer. Obviously, it's on my computer. You guys, we're going to watch the one thing. And this makes me laugh. So, this does make me laugh. So we're going to watch the one thing. The one flipping thing. The dumpster. You guys, the dumpster. The picture of the dumpster, all gone. I can get that back. I know where that is I've got that on my phone. But yeah, the one thing that was left that we're gonna watch, if I can find it again, is this, and we haven't seen it in a while, so hopefully we can enjoy it again. But this is my favorite thing that makes me giggle.
Oh my gosh. What do I do? Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star, but can he chug a sparkling water and not burp? Oh my gosh. What do I do? Your man might have the Star Wars Lego set Death Star, but can he chug a sparkling water and not burp? Oh my gosh. What do I do?
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't know where I have this. I don't know where. I don't know why it survived. Obviously, it's not on hard drive E, but... Oh my god, what do I do? Alright. Oh god, this makes me cry with fucking... pardon me, I didn't mean to drop that F-bomb, but... Oh, shoot. I was crying earlier, but... I was crying earlier for different reasons. That just... that is, yeah, that is the one thing that just makes me laugh time and time again. The burp. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? Just that raucous burp. But then... Oh, when he hits his head. Oh, jeez. I am gonna go to hell for laughing so hard at that. Oh, I'm gonna go to hell for laughing so hard at that. But that is... Oh, some things though just hit your giggle spot. For shock, it's the person in the green facial mask walking by the mirror. Walking by the mirror and scaring themselves. It's the scream that really does it. No, really, it is true. I know that one, and that one doesn't fill me with giggles the way that one does, but that one is hysterical. And the green mask one where she scares herself and she screams, that actually hits a little too close to home for me, because I know when I have gone with a different hair, a drastically different hair color, especially when it's like darker, I have scared myself in the mirror before. I mean, it does happen when it's just not the person you're expecting to see. And Kenny, when he whacks his gourd, that's the part that slays you. The whacking his gourd is the cherry on top, and it wouldn't be the video that it is without that part. But even before he hits his head, I am just laughing because he's all acting like this, the way the way a young man of that age acts. Like, he's like, oh, I'm so badass. I'm going to drink this sparkling water and and I'm not, and I'm not going to burp because I'm built better than that. And it's like, well, sure, you're not going to burp, but you're going to be in so much flipping pain from the gas buildup that you're going to bend over and go, oh no, what do I do? And it's like, well, you burp, you fool. Oh, yeah. I'm Bacola T. I know it's mean, and I do feel badly a little, but I can't help rolling on the floor laughing whenever I see a bird fly into a window and bounce off wobbly. you're gonna go to hell for that quality, and I'm gonna save you the best spot because for sure, that's funny. Right, exactly. Shock. If they bounce, it's not that bad. And trail dust. You scare yourself in the mirror, but only when the light is on. Well, sometimes. Sometimes, yeah. Now we know why. Trail dust keeps only walks around with a candle in the middle of the night. He wants to scare other people, not himself. And Darlene, yeah, then they walk around like a drunken sailor. You guys, though, check this out. I don't know. It was funny at first, but then I felt bad. There was this bird, at my office one year. Actually, like, not a year, but like a week. Anyway, on the window ledge of the window on the inside was a little figurine that had it was like I don't know what it was, but whatever it was, it had like a red round nose like a clown. And I can only assume that from the other side of the window to the bird, that red round nose looked like a berry, because it was berry sized, it was just a little thing. That bird spent an entire week flying into the window. Over and over and over again. Like 2 to 3 times a minute. All day for like 3 or 4 days in a row. That bird wanted that berry so bad. And it was kind of funny, but after a while it was just like, are you one of those special birds that really just doesn't get it? And more so, after running into the window so many times, have you become one of those special birds that hasn't been able to figure out that that's not a berry? Well, yeah, actually, we did take it. We took it off of the windowsill, and he continued though to try to commit suicide, I guess. I don't really know. It was funny at first, but then it was sort of worrisome. It was just like, what are you doing? And yeah, he was bird brains at that point. And the bird was born from a cracked egg. Absolutely. And Darlene, slapstick humor gets to you. There are some Abbott and Costello scenes from the movies that just get you laughing hysterically. Yep, there you go. And oh no, Andre, you had a girlfriend who had a life-size doll and put it on the sofa, and every time the light was low, I would scare myself when I opened the door and saw it, and then felt so dumb, but next time it happened again. Yeah, I would feel so stupid every time I got fooled, but Andre, like you, I would have been fooled every single time. Even though you knew it was there, you forgot for that split second, 1000%, I would have known, or I would have been scared every time too. And let's see here. Birds must have good eyes. They can spot a red cherry tomato on lanais several stories high. Mitchie Mama, I feel like you're saying this from some experience. I feel as though you might have had a big old red cherry tomato that disappeared one day. And yeah, birds are super smart, but their perceptual systems are not like ours. No, not at all. And obviously, honestly, to say something like bird brain as an implication of lesser intelligence really is indicative of our bird brain, because the fact of the matter is birds have been around way longer than humans, so their brain must be good enough to last way longer than our brain has taken to develop. So, you know, it's, yeah, I really don't, it is sort of ironic that bird brain is meant to imply less than, because, yeah, they actually are pretty flippin' smart. And Rick, that was eventually what we sort of came to. We had originally thought it was the nose of the little thing. We thought that the bird was going after the berry. But Rick suggests that the bird saw a strange bird on its turf, his reflection, and he was trying to go after it. eventually that's kind of what we assume that must be what it is. And it's like, well, you know. And Pacola T, another spot saved for me in hell. I also find the old comic of a frog in a wheelchair because his legs. And shock, we have Carolina chickadees that get super feisty at our front window. I've never seen a Carolina chickadee. We only have the mountain chickadees out here. But yeah, chickadees can definitely make their presence known. Much like hummingbirds can make their presence known in ways that, quite honestly, can be a little intimidating. I mean, I realize that, hummingbirds and little chickadees are oh so tiny, but when they come flying at you, like at your face, it's a little intimidating because I've got eyes on my face. I don't know about you all having eyes on your face, but I have eyes on my face, and I don't like it when things with beaks come flying at my eyes. Yeah, exactly. It's like a little gray golf ball with attitude. And, Terry in Scotland, the smartest bird I ever saw was a New Caledonian crow. That rascal figured out an obstacle course that even Shock couldn't master. Nice, but Shock's comment is what had me giggling, because I know that bird, the Moluccan, whatever that is, cockatoo, he learned from experience because he apparently learned to unplug electrical cords before he tore them to pieces. Methinks that bird was shocked into submission in a prior situation. And yes, he did learn from previous experience. Exactly. And let's see here. Andre, you do know that the hummingbird was the holy animal of Aztec war god. Those suckers are very aggressive. No, Andre, I had no idea, actually. Not ever, no clue. But 1000% not surprised at all. The local ones that are up here, they are noisy, and I don't even mean by their brrr, I mean by their clicking, the way they vocalize. They're really loud, way louder than you would think a tiny little bird could be. And yeah, they're fearless. They are flippin' fearless. I had a cat, and I will say that this, you can think poorly of me after I tell you this story, but I had a cat who was harassed by hummingbirds for years. And she would just sit there on the porch, the back porch of our house, on the railing, honestly minding her own business. And the hummingbirds there got so cocky that they would dive bomb her. I mean, she's literally trying to pay no attention to them. They would dive bomb her and go around her and do aerials and swoops, basically taunting her, like, haha, you can't catch me. Haha, you can't catch me. Haha, you can't catch me. And this went on for years. Until one day she decided, you want to bet? Froom, and she caught one. And she killed it. Rightfully so, as far as I was concerned. And she caught it, she killed it, and those hummingbirds never bombed her head again. Because she taught them, just because I didn't go after you doesn't mean I couldn't. Just because I didn't go after you doesn't mean I wouldn't succeed if I tried to go after you. And so yeah, she definitely decided to show them who was boss. Now, Darlene, I wonder why they would bug her? Perhaps they had a whole other argument in a different part of the yard that I was unaware of. It's quite possible. She was an indoor-outdoor cat. But all I saw of the kerfuffle was her minding her own business in the evening, afternoon hours on our back porch, and the little suckers dive bombing her. And I I was kind of impressed. I was like, Nona, why are you not fighting back? Like, she just must not care. She must have the zen of 1,000 zens. And then one day, all her zen broke, and she was just like, no, I've had my last flyby. I have had my last flyby. And so, yeah, it only took once. It only took one. It only took once. Yep. And Andre, your cat did take a hummingbird out, but it hid in the bush that they feed from. I did have another cat that took a hummingbird out. Now, this one I am a little bit more ashamed of, because, like, when Nona killed the hummingbird kind of deserved it. Okay, I just can't. I can't argue with my cat. I saw what drove my cat to do it, okay? She was justified. The other cat that killed a hummingbird, he just killed it because he could. He was a black cat who just happened to be at the right place at the right time. Wrong time for the bird. He was under a flowering hosta plant in the shady shade of under the trees. And he's a black cat. And so when black cats close their eyes real slitty, so the black cats can still see through their semi-closed eyes, but none of the light reflects off of them. That's how black cats do a lot of their hunting, is they hide in the shadows, slit their eyes, and they just look like a shadow. And so this hummingbird was just happily feeding on the flower of the hosta, minding its own business, getting a delicious meal one warm summer afternoon. And Guinness just reached out from the darkness of the shadows and knocked that thing right out of the sky. The bird had no chance. The bird didn't know what hit it. The bird was dead in the, I was going to say dead in the water, but actually dead in the air, before it hit the ground. Very sneaky cat, Katie. Yes, very sneaky cat. And, let's see here. Blue jays, says Quality, are especially fierce. I've watched them terrorize a yard cat. Blue jays and crows are two birds that can send my cats running inside. Another bird that my cats haven't. Ashes and Dusty haven't had this yet, but Whiskey and Guinness, my next door neighbor used to have a bunch of barn swallows nesting in his carport. And dude, those barn swallows, when they were nesting, whoa, they are vicious. And they would actually scare my cats. They would dive bomb so aggressively, and so many of them at one time. It wasn't like it was just one bird. There'd be 3 or 4 that would come at them simultaneously. These barn swallows know how to fight, right? Darlene, swallows are awful. They dive bomb you. Exactly. And my cats would just like, whoa, man, this is way too much. And they would come running inside. They would totally come running inside. Now, I'm going to admit something that everybody can judge me for, but the reality is swallows are an invasive species. So whenever my cat gets a swallow, I actually don't mind. I know I should. It's a problem. Cats shouldn't be out there killing things. I get it. I know. I am a bad cat person. I admit it. But my cats go outside. Sometimes they kill stuff. And if they kill swallows, I'm actually not that. Oh, you know what? That's not true. I'm getting the wrong bird. Sparrows. Sparrows are the invasive species. And I really don't care if they kill the sparrows. Which, by the way, the barn swallows, none of my cats were ever able to kill them. The barn swallows never got killed. The sparrows, on the other hand, they do get killed. One thing, though, I really wish they would kill is the starlings. But I haven't ever seen my cats kill a starling yet. So, yeah. And Andre's saying there's this giant cross on the top of a hill in San Francisco, and it's full of hummingbirds, and you watch them, and the sky is full of hummingbirds locked in aerial combat all over the place, even more interesting than Blue Angels. Ooh, that does sound super cool, though. And Darlene, exactly. A cat is a cat, though. It happens. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. And Rick, from your office lunchroom, overlooking the parking lot, we'd watch seagulls dive on unsuspecting visitors parking too close to their nests. Ooh, that would be intimidating, because seagulls, for those of you who don't live near where seagulls are, and I know seagulls aren't always by the sea, they're in random places. Seagulls are way bigger birds than you think they are. Like, you think a crow is big, you think a raven is big, seagulls are bigger. Significantly bigger. Way bigger. Which is why I don't actually mind crows so much, because people think of crows as bullies. But in my neighborhood, it's the seagulls that are bullies, because the seagulls are way bigger than the crows. And so to me, crows aren't bullies. Crows are very low on the pecking order of things as far as birds go in my area. And Terry, starlings are flying rats. You got to gang them living in your attic for a while. Yeah, because when there's one starling, there's infinity starlings. Curse the man or the group that released all of Shakespeare's flippin' animals into the United States. Cursed be to them, because that is how starlings got introduced into the United States. There was some Shakespeare Appreciation Society on the East Coast, I want to say New York City, and they tried to bring over every little critter mentioned in any and all Shakespeare's works. And so that's how the starling got here, and the starling is not supposed to be here. And the Irish seagulls are massive, not at all surprised. In order to maneuver in seas like that, you've got to be a substantial bird, I would assume. And Picolati, I like solitary or pairs of birds, but whole flocks circling overhead or roosting in giant grouping, that creeps me out. It's the lingering effect of the Birds movie, I think. Picolati, I've never seen The Birds, and quite honestly, one of the reasons why I've never seen The Birds is the clips that I've seen are nightmare fuel enough. So yeah, I don't need to see that whole thing. And I can totally see why you would just be like, no, I don't like this. And let's see here. We used to have more seagulls down here in the Bay Area, says Andre, but now we've got raven and crows. When I was a kid, the seagulls came over the schoolyard, like in the movie The Birds, and man, they would try to steal your lunch. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, they would try to steal your lunch. And if you are up for the challenge, there is a place we've talked about this on the stream before. There's a place on the waterfront of Seattle called Ivers. And they've got a fish and chip shop right next to the ferry terminal. And if you go outside on Ivers and eat outside, I promise you that a seagull will, if not steal a French fry, attempt to steal a French fry, or a piece of fish, or a clam strip, or your straw, or your napkin, or whatever. Yeah, the seagulls will definitely attempt to be fed or force you to feed them, for sure. And frankly, I think you should if you're ever going to come to Seattle, you should do that, because eating at Ivers on the waterfront next to the ferry terminal is a quintessential Seattle experience, and I think that everyone should do that. Then again, most quintessential Seattle experiences that I remember from my youth literally no longer exist. So the Ivers is really one of the only things. And Andre saying, I would not eat outside by those buggers. They came in the enclosed area, but the kids were feeding them because the sign said to feed them. Well, and exactly, that's another reason why the seagulls at Ivers are a little bit aggressive, because people do actively feed them, and they know that. And so yeah, they are a little bit aggressive. They're trained to be, so it were. And let's see here, Terry in Scotland. Crows love fish and chips. They will sidle up beside you and beg for a chip. But honestly, though, who doesn't really love a good fish and chip? You know, I mean, I can't blame them, right? And Darlene coming in hot with the knowledge, the seagulls will rip stuff right out of your hand. So don't eat anywhere near where there's seagulls. It's definitely a risk that you have to take if you're going to eat near seagulls. I've had, when I've been camping, though, it's not just seagulls that will rip something out of your hand. Steller's jays, which some people out here call blue jays. So there's blue jays, and then there's Steller's jays. And blue jays are gray jays with some blue on them. Steller's jays are jays that are 100% blue. So, anyway, we call them Blue Jays out here, but they're not. They're Stellar's Jays. Stellar's Jays, I was out in the woods eating some bacon, and Mother Flying Forker came flying out of the tree and took the slice of bacon right out of my hand. Took the slice of bacon right out of my hand. And then when he was done eating it, he yelled at me for more. He yelled at me from his tree branch like, well, is that all you got? And it's like, well, that's all I've got for you. Oh, you think so? He said. And I said, yeah. Because sometimes I do have conversations like that with Stellar's Jays. Only the Stellar's Jays, because they're cheeky like that. And how can a little bird like a Stellar's Jay make so much noise? Exactly. Well, Andre, it's the same question as how can a bird like an eagle, a bald eagle, sound like it's a tiny parakeet? Because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but if you actually hear what bald eagles sound like, it is a very cute chirp. It is very sweet. It doesn't sound at all like what you would think an eagle should sound like. Because inevitably in television and movies and everything, that whole, quah, call, that's a red-tailed hawk. That's not an eagle. Eagles sound like flippin' parakeets. They really do. Eagles are just like, chirpity chirp chirp, oh chirp, oh chirp chirp, chirp 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 chirp, chirp 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 chirp, chirpity chirp, chirp. No, that is not what a bald eagle is supposed to sound like, is it? It's what they sound like, because like Andre said, they dub them with hawk calls in the movies. The hawks are very, very ferocious in their noise, but the eagles are just like chirpity chirp, chirp, chirp chirp, chirp 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 chirp. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're quite personable, quite personal. How do eagles go again? Chirp chirp chirp. Yeah, they're just very sweet. They don't look sweet, but they're very sweet. They sound sweet. And let's see here. Right, Andre, you got a video of a bald eagle getting in an argument with lots of crows after the eagle messed up and dropped his fish. Mm-hmm, exactly. And Darlene, but you've not seen a angry, pissed off eagle. I saw one defending its nest and you knew it was angry. Oh, I'm sure that they can take their chirpy chirps and give them tone. But they're still, it's not like that. I mean, the red-tailed hawk sound is a little bit scary. Okay. It is a little bit of a frightening. That is a sound meant to strike fear in the heart of its prey. Whereas the bald eagles, they're just a little more chill with their verbiage. And, Picola T, I love how we've gone from teary-eyed to chirpy chirp chirp. Well, as my sister used to say, spin the wheel of personality and see which one you come up with when dealing with me. So, there you have it. And Mitchie Mama, don't hawks scream? Yeah, they kind of do. That's sort of what it sounds like. It's that, rah! Or no, that's not what it sounds like at all. But you know the noise. And let's see here. The Harris hawks we have here sound almost like seagulls. Interesting. And I heard hawks get dunked by Raven and sounding a bit scared. I wouldn't be surprised that, depending upon the size of the hawk, and the group of ravens, yeah, get punched. Oh, get punched by Raven and sounding a bit scared. Got it. And let's see here. Alrighty. So, and Molly on my soapbox can decalcify a spine from miles away. For better or for worse, I guess that's true. I wish that if I could get on a soapbox, I could decalcify my hard drive. Because that's the problem. It's got calcium buildup. Should I put it through a lye bath? Or electrolysis to make it go away? And, oh, Andre, I think you're right. I think my soapbox graphic is on this disc, but that's okay, because I think at least it's still here though. It's still here, but the actual graphic, the actual whatever, the GIF, the GIF is here. And the red-tailed hawks have we have around here have a call that can make a fella mess his next if he's not expecting it. That's exactly my point. That's exactly what I'm trying to say, Kenny, is hawks, the hawk sound will, the cry of a hawk will strike fear in the heart of everyone. Whereas an eagle is just like, I'm a cute bird. And then you see the bird making the cute bird sound and you're like, no, you're a scary bird still. You might think you're a cute bird, but you're actually a scary bird still. You've got a cute little voice, but you scary. And let's see here, Darlene. Yep, the worst sound I heard was the cry of a hawk, then bloody murder screaming or screeching, and looked over to see brutal nature, the hawk killing a rabbit. Yep. And Terry, GIF is a file, GIF is peanut butter. I agree, but I think not everyone agrees. So in order to get along with everyone, I figured I would call it both. And the sound of a hawk seems to piss off the ravens. Okay, so I guess ravens aren't struck in heart. Aren't heart struck with fear. Wait, what am I trying to say? Ravens ain't afraid. That's what I'm trying to say. But I am. I mean, for real. I know that I am way too big for a hawk to come pick me up. But if I hear a hawk flying, it's like, I'm just like, oh, what are they going to go get? And I feel like I might be what it is they're going to go get. And Bucola T, the noisy green parakeets are your nemesis. You shake your fist at them when the flocks of them do very low flybys on our yard. They're not native. They're escapees who have overpopulated and pushed out the gossipy, sweet mina birds. Right, exactly. That's when you want to, Bucola T. Do you remember that, what is it, the nursery rhyme? 21 blackbirds baked in a pie when the pie was open or whatever, the birds began to sing. That's, when you see all those parakeets, you want to make, 21 parakeet stew. Catch all the parakeets and put them in a stew. I don't know if you can eat parakeets. That's okay. They're native. They deserve to not be there because they're running off the mina birds. So you may need to make a 21 parakeet pie for the king. I don't know who the king is, but he needs a 21 parakeet pie. And Kenny from the Cove, the first time you heard a bald eagle sound off, you thought, brah, you need a lozenge or something? And Terry, the ravens at the Tower of London ain't afraid of nothing. Well, of course they ain't afraid of nothing. They've got the power of the queen behind them. Oh, wait, no. They have the power of the king behind them. They got the power of the throne behind them. How about that? And as far as I'm concerned, sorry, Charlie. Elizabeth is still the Queen of England as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. That's it. 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. 4 and 20 parakeets baked in a pie. That's what we need to do with the Hawaiian parakeets. And, let's see here. Yeah, Darlene, it is really sad when people just, let their pets go to live in the wild because, for sure, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Malibu, they can all, the climate definitely can, be happy for parrots to live in, but that doesn't mean the parrots are supposed to be there. And same things with the parakeets in Hawaii. Yes, it's warm enough that they can live in the wild, but that's not where they're supposed to be. And Andre, those ravens get fed frozen rats at the Tower of London. Oh, do they get fed frozen rats? That's really weird because I would think that there would be enough fresh rats for them to feed on. And also, that's really weird. I had no idea that they fed them frozen rats. Because that's what I used to feed my snake, I guess. And I just didn't know that they would feed birds that too. All right, there you go. Learn something new every day. And let's see here. Maybe just died rats. Just dead rats. Well, animals. Hopefully they were dead. Honestly, though, I mean, I know that crows and ravens eat carrion, but I just don't think of them as being fed rats. That's so weird. And there's a video of chickens hunting mice. Oh, not at all surprised about that. Chickens are brutal. They eat snakes, they eat mice, they eat all sorts of stuff. And yeah, they are brutal. I love watching chickens chasing a snake and getting it, because ultimately you get to see how the dinosaurs roamed when you're watching chickens hunt. For real. That's how I mean, if you look at it, it's like, wow, that's a little T-Rex right there running through, getting that little whatever. Yeah, chickens are totally tiny dinosaurs. Absolutely. And yes, chickens will eat chickens if the times are hard. Absolutely they will. But, you know, a lot of little creatures will cannibalize themselves when the times are hard. Or things just get overcrowded. Even if there's enough food, sometimes you just got to get rid of people, or not people, but gerbils or whatever. By the way, despite the fact that I said people, I am in no way implying that we should think about eating people to get rid of them. That is not what I meant. I was just referring to gerbils as people, and then I heard what I said, and I was like, that's not what I mean to say. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go, Picola T. Ravens are foodies. They like their meat dry aged. That's it. That is it. And the ravens bury them to get a bit gamey. All right. Yeah, they prefer a probiotic fermented blend. Got it. Yeah. Got to keep their gut health in check. All right. So, okie dokie, guys. I want to thank everybody here. I'm going to cut this off just about 8 minutes early because, you know. But I definitely want to thank everybody for your warm, outstretched welcoming to a stream that was not going to happen. Not in a good mood over this. And I don't know if I have hope for this. I mean, I have hope, but I don't know how realistic that hope is. But life goes on, even if the hard drive does not. So I definitely want to thank you guys for, first off, the hype train. What was that? Besides awesome. I want to thank you guys for all your kind words and your support. I want to thank you guys for obviously bringing about a much needed change of mood. Hopefully my mood didn't seep into your system too much. And hopefully you'll be able to point and laugh and just be like, oh my God, she's such a drama queen. It was just a hard drive. But it wasn't just a hard drive. It was all of you. Yeah, that's where I was. So. And let's see here. Hold on. What you saying, Darlene? Yup, at my daughter's school, chicken coop had a snake venture once accidentally into the coop. And hold on. Wrong move. The flock demolished that snake. Exactly. They needed that protein. So, okay. Yes, hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow from Annie, says Terry. And Kenny from the Cove still put out a good stream tonight. Applause, you lady. Sandra would have liked it. Yes, indeed, Sandra would have. And I'll tell you what, you guys. I am so thankful that this stream did work out as well as it did. But ultimately, the reality is this stream would not have worked out without you, all of you being here. For obvious reasons, because first off, I would have just been talking to nobody. But also, though, your encouragement and like, no, just keep talking. We'll just da-da-da. We're here for you, not the video anyway. All right, you guys. That's awesome. Hopefully on Wednesday, I'll have more than just my face. I'll have more than just, what is it? I'll have more than just this. I'll still have this one, though. We're going to watch it one more time. Just one more time, okay? We're going to watch it. Okay, yeah. So, I have to say, I am very thankful that if anything got saved, that was the one thing that was still here today, because I definitely needed that giggle. So, for all y'all who don't remember, we want to send postcards to this address. Wait, hold on. That's the address. That's Mama Sean's Peoples. And I want to, we've been here since my tech was not working for you. Okay. And Andre does bring up a good point. We've been here since before you knew how to use the tech you had. So, so no worries. Very good point. Very good point. And Kenny, we had a great catalyst in our host. Yeah, but if there's nothing for the catalyst to work with, that catalyst ain't doing nothing. All right, y'all. It is 4 minutes to the bottom of the hour. Hopefully we'll see each other on Wednesday, 5 p.m. West Coast time. And next Saturday, 6 p.m. West Coast time, we're going to watch Waterworld. That's next on the movie schedule. Because the movies were saved. And honestly, you guys, I don't really know which I would have been more upset about, because the movies that I've got are going to be much more difficult to replace. You know what? I'm going to stop talking right now. Either way, I am very thankful that we didn't lose the movies. I will say that. Very thankful that we didn't lose the movies. All right, so I keep saying I'm going to go, and I keep talking, but this time I mean it. Take care, y'all. We will see each other